In my life, there's a lot of coincidences, and I'm not talking like, oh, I just said that word and then someone else said that word. What a coincidence. No, I'm talking like one in a billion. I was going to say some bajillion, gillion, million, like some made up number, because it is really that astronomical to be happening every single day at this point when you factor in those odds for years. But no, like one in billions coincidences happen to me every single day. And I'm like, I might as well just record a video of, and this isn't the first time it's happened to me on YouTube, but here's a coincidence that happened to me on YouTube, and I might as well just record it. I'm watching this because I got culture, I got Steve class. It was hilarious. And it says 1974. I say, that's crazy that it was 50 years ago. Because when I was a kid, 50 years ago would be like 1950, which is almost 100 years ago now. But it's just weird to think 1974, like 74, like it was 50 years ago, half a century ago. Is a century 100 years? Yeah. So it was just weird, right? And then the very next video I watch, what's his name? Ed McMahon says, Golden Empire. We want to give a shout out to the QR radio station because they're celebrating 25-year anniversary. But get this, isn't it weird that in 2003 it'll be 50 years? That's what Ed McMahon says. Okay, so that's just a one in a gajillion coincidence, isn't it? I say it's weird that this was 50 years ago. The very next video, he says it's weird that 2003 is 50 years from now. Or from when they started. Isn't that just one in a million? For him to say it's weird that something will be 50 years from now, and I'm saying that it's weird, and then the odds stack because it's the very next video I watch, then the odds stack even further because it's in the first 30 seconds. Here, I'll play it.
Looking forward to the golden anniversary year. Get a load of this. 2003. Does that scare you when you hear that? They're preparing 2003. It's coming. And they've been on the radio since then for 2000.
So, I mean, and that's not even the craziest astronomical odd coincidence that's ever happened to me. But I'm like, I gotta document this because it's so weird and it's been happening for years. And it's like I'm a seer, I'm a prophet. I see things, I see the trends. Not even just trends, just psychology of humans and how people think. And then, like I said, trends, and then I'll think, dude, it's just so weird. It's not even me thinking of something. Sometimes it's just the oddest coincidence in the world that would ever happen. That was 1 out of 10 for being crazy. But I'm like, it's still crazy that that happened and that coincidence happened, so I got to document it. But that's a 1 on the scale of crazy coincidences that happen daily in my life. It's like, it's ridiculous. And then like, and then I seen a commercial, like, and then it was really happening like 6 months ago. Well, it's been, like I said, it's been happening for years, since at least 2019. Maybe it's been happening to everybody because I seen this commercial that, and I got theories on why it's happening to everybody. That's what that side was about. But there was a commercial, and it was like, always the hotels and the NBA commercial where it was like, always request the early checkout or late checkout if you can. And he's like, we can do late checkout on the phone call. Like someone calls in like 10 seconds later and says, can we do a late checkout? And they say, yeah, we can do that. And he goes, well, isn't that weird? Isn't that a weird coincidence? Like, no, you work in a hotel. It's not weird that someone just asked you. Like the coincidence that be happening to me are so weird, dude. And like I said, this one was a 1 out of 10. This was like, you know, someone said my name type of coincidence. This was nothing, but it's still something to someone. Like someone says, oh, it's weird that was 50 years ago. Next video, oh, isn't it weird that it's going to be 50 years in 2003? Like that's a crazy coincidence that he said that. But, because like I've never heard that ever. I've seen Carson videos before. Never heard them shout out a radio and say, oh, isn't it weird that, especially the same number Not to mention, like I said, I'm a seer, I'm a fucking prophet. Excuse my language, because I called the Miami Heat. They were the Cinderella story, but like that was obvious, right? That was nothing on the scale of the things that I predicted. And so it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy, bro. And here's some documentation.